Okay, for the first section, we will talk about the education, and I'm going to share a slide about the comparison between education in Indonesia and in the United States. This is the what is it? The last discussion, yeah, our last discussion with our with the guest speaker, with the native guest speaker from United States, and later Samara will give comment, or maybe or you can have any objection about this, whether you can give comment whether the education in Brazil is more similar to Indonesia or to United States. Okay, Sufa will help me to read the slide one by one for me. Yeah, okay, Sufa, are you ready, Sufa?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Happy because you are viewing.
Okay, happy.
Okay, I will
okay, per point, yeah, Sufa, yeah.
About educational attitudes between Indonesia and USA. For classroom norms in Indonesia, prayer is must. Students should pray according to their own religion. There are a lot of religion in Indonesia, so they should pray according to their own religion. It's Islam, Christian, Catholic, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. And in USA, prayer is not necessary. It may be acceptable in some school, and it can be forbidden in other school. And others is Indonesian. Students can eat or drink during the class. They can talk while the teacher is explaining the lesson, but some are not obedient. In USA, about eat or drink during the class, it depends on the teacher, and like the teacher is allowed to do or not to do is depend on the teacher.
Okay, Samara, wait, Sufa. Let Samara give comment about the classroom norms. Okay. Did you hear what Sufa said just now?
Yes,
right?
I heard. Yes.
Yeah. So, what is your opinion about the prayer before the classroom start? Okay, before the class.
Yes, about the prayer. Now it's not very common here. It was when I started studying, like 2005, 2006. It was very common here, but not these days. I think it depends also on the school, and because this is my computer. Because we have different religions, and the schools, like the public schools, cannot make you like follow a specific religion. And about eating during the lessons, no, here most of the teachers don't accept it. Only like, for example, if you are studying at an English school or a language school, depends on the teacher, but the regular schools, it's not appropriate. So I think it's more similar to the US in this case.
Okay, Sufa, next.
Next is about between teacher and student relationship. In Indonesia, students must obey the teacher's command and remain silent during the class. And in USA, it depends on the teacher, back on the teacher rules. Another teacher and student relationship in Indonesia, they use teacher-centered method in class. Then teacher should explain, student cannot contradict his or her explanation. And in USA, they use student centers that that makes student can criticize teacher's method and contradict his or her statement. And
Okay,
how?
Samara, how about the relationship between teacher and students in Brazil?
Yes, here, if we talk about regular schools, it's more centered, the teacher centered. But if you talk about some private schools, here I'm talking about public schools, but some private schools have their own methodology. So, and also depends on the teacher. Like my teachers that I had when I was a student, some of them were a bit hard to communicate, like to build a good relationship. Also depends on the teacher. But most of the public schools are the teachers are the center.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Siva.
Yes. Next point is about classroom participant. In Indonesia, the instruction mode is generally traditional. So teachers should explain and students take notes. It have differences with in USA that students should do the presentation, then design the project, solve the problems with groups. So it's like groupings. How about in Brazilian, Miss Samara?
Here we have both. Well, we have both of these. Depends on the subject. If it's, for example, like sociology, that is more theoric, it's not practicing. So it's like the teacher speaks and you take notes, but you can ask you can present papers, you have tests. So here you have both of these options, the Indonesian and the American.
Okay, thank you. And for the next point is the honor system. The honor system. In Indonesia, cheating and plagiarism is forbidden, but there is no strict punishment for students who cheat and do plagiarism. And in USA, cheating and plagiarism can result the student in failing the course. In the university level, plagiarism is a serious crime. The student can be kicked out from the university. And about in Brazil, sorry.
Brazil.
I had a wrong pronunciation. Okay.
Yes. Here the student can be kicked out. I don't know about college. I have never seen any student, any case at college, but here they can be, if we're talking about high school and middle school, you can be kicked out from school. Depend. Yes, and boys and girls, there's no difference.
And the last point is about relationship between students. Now, in Indonesian, between students is usually they can be cooperative and competitive. But in USA, between students is more competitive. They competition between each and others. And in Indonesia, the students in one school are mostly for the same culture. Only few students come. So usually in one school, they are from the same culture and the same religion too. But in USA, the student in the school usually have multicultural classes. It also depends on where they live, like that. And how about in Brazil, the classroom?
Here is the same of the US. I think Brazilian education is more similar to the US. It's the same about the relationship between students is the same of the US.
Multicultural, yes. Okay, that's all. Thank you, Ms. Samara.
Okay, so you also have multicultural classes in Brazil. Okay. Okay, next Sufa, once more.
Okay.
Once more slide. Okay. This is about the education system, yeah?
Yeah. This is about educational system in Indonesia. So the educational system in Indonesia, there are two differences. First is under the responsibility of the Ministry of Education and Culture, and the other one is under the responsibility of the Ministry of Religious Affairs. So there's two different educational system that use Indonesia. And under the Ministry of Education and Culture in Indonesia, for playgroup is when they are in 3 until 4 years old. This stage will take place like 1 year, a year for study in playgroup. And for the kindergarten, they will take 2 years. After that, after they got the education in kindergarten, they should next step in elementary school that took 6 years, and then junior high school for 3 years. After that, in senior high school will took 3 years, and it's based on like a subject that should science program, social program, and language program. But in like the senior high school stage, there are also vocational high school that also take 3 years. And in this vocational high school, there are a lot of subjects that they should choose. They can choose informatic programs, electronic engineering program, machine engineering program, or another program. After after they study in senior high school for 3 years, they should continue in the college, and they have different years. Like for diploma, it's only a year, diploma 2 for 2 years, diploma 3 for 3 years. And they also can choose to study in state university or private university. And there are a lot of faculty that have that can you choose when you study in university. And then after that, there are for undergraduate degree in Indonesia, we call it strata 1, strata 1, and it's took for 4 years, and master degree for 2 years, and then doctoral degree for 3 years. And in educational system in Ministry of Religious Affairs, for like kindergarten, they call it Raudatul Atfal. It took until 2 until 3 years when they at 3 until 6 years. And then for elementary school, it's called as Islamic Elementary School or Madrasah Ibtidaiyah, and they will study in 6 years. After that, they should
similar, I think, Yusufa, just
Similar.
different name.
Oh,
Just
yes.
different name. It is more Islamic or more Arabic,
more Islamic. Yes.
So the schools under the responsibility of the Ministry of Religious Affairs just have different name. It's more Arabic name, but the same years. Okay. So how about the education system in Brazil, Samara?
Yes. Here we have the Ministry of Education is responsible only for public schools. We have the private schools that are private, and there are also some private schools that are responsible from of the religions. Like here is more Christian religions. Also universities, we have federal, state universities, and private universities. The one I studied is the Methodist University, that is from a kind of church. It's not my religion, but the university is, how do you say, like conducted by this church. The number of years are the same of the US, the same as the US. Here we also have the vocational school, high school. We named it technical teaching, that you can also choose from engineer and things like that. About university, depends on the course. Like when I studied, undergraduation was 4 years. Then now I want to study a post-graduation or master's degree. That is, can be 1 or 2 years. The one I want is 2 years. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Samara. And do you still have another thing to say about education, or we give the students a chance, opportunity to ask some questions to you?
They can ask first.
Okay. Okay, I will call the students. Okay, maybe. Okay, the questions about education system in
I
Brazil.
don't know how to join.
Okay, I think Sufa. Sufa, what is your question, Sufa? Okay, let's start from you to ask a question for Samara about education. Mhm.
Wait.
Okay, Sufa, you are still mute.
Okay. Ms. Samara, I would like, I have a question. And is in Brazil is for the special the special student, is they have a different class, or they have the same class like others? Is there's a diversity or not difference? Yes, like that.
This is a good question.
Thank you so much.
Yes, now it's starting to be forbidden, this kind of special classroom. I am visually impaired, so but I've never studied with like in a different classroom. Here we have like some centers for special students, like Center for Down syndrome, for autism, for blind students. But at school, they are trying, we try to be more inclusive, to always get the students all together. Some schools, I think municipal schools, they have an assistant. They are required to have an assistant to help this student. I have worked during college when I was studying as an intern. I was an assistant of an autistic student. He was 9 years old. And now I have an autistic student too, but it's private. But yes, that's it. The special classes are being forbidden here at school. They have other centers, but at school, make it more inclusive. And how is it there in your country?
Can I answer the question, ma'am? Happy?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah. Yes. In Indonesia, usually for like the special class, they have their own school for special students. So they will have a class for this for the specials like that. So they they have different school and different class too.
Okay.
But I think only in big cities so far there is a special class and special school. But in small cities, they don't have such kind of special classes or special schools. Only in big cities they. Okay. Okay. So far, do you still have another questions or is it enough?
No, is it enough?
Okay.
Thank you, Ms.
Okay.
Samara.
Thank you.
Okay, now we go to Nadia. Nadia Sabella. Nadia Sabella, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is your
Yes,
question, Nadia?
ma'am. Okay,
Yeah,
Samara, I wanna ask to you. How is Brazil improving education in pandemic period?
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
Okay, please repeat, Nadia. Repeat your questions, Nadia.
Ma'am. Okay. How is Brazil improving education in pandemic period?
Okay.
In pandemic,
yeah.
yes, pandemic period.
Yes.
Yes, we were all online. It was very difficult at public schools because many vulnerable cities and some kind of people, they don't have access to the internet. So it was very difficult. Some teachers they went from their houses until the student's house to take the papers and the lessons. But the other places, the other cities, it was online, everything online. And they had online live lessons, live classes, and also recorded, but most of them were live and not online.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Nadia. Okay, now
Thank you.
Farah. Now Farah.
Yes.
Okay, what is your question, Farah?
it's my turn.
Uh-huh.
Okay, please wait. Yeah, I want to ask about the daily routines of the teenagers in Brazil. Apart from studying at school, what do Brazilian teenagers usually do? Like, how do you enjoy your free time, or how about your daily routines in Brazil?
Here you have full-time schools and part-time schools. My last year of high school, I studied at full-time schools. So during the free time, we just had time to eat, to talk with our friends, to review some content, to study for tests. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if this was your question.
Okay, maybe
Okay,
Farah, maybe yeah, you can compare with your teenage life. What do you do? What do you
Yeah.
usually do in your free time?
Yeah, I think maybe you can go travel with your friends, or maybe
Go to
you
theater,
can,
maybe cinema.
yes. And
Yes,
then,
when you're not at school, you can do it. When you're not studying, when you're not at school, you can do it. You can do anywhere, you can travel, you can go out with friends.
yes, have fun with friends.
Yes,
Okay, thank you, Miss Samara.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, Farah. Another questions about education for Samara. The others? Is it enough? Only 3 questions?
Yes,
I
it's
think enough,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Samara, do you want to say another thing about education, or is it enough?
I don't know, do you want me to talk about anything about languages, about...
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe okay. Wait. Lina.
Or after the other
Yeah.
speaker.
Okay, or maybe okay, Lina, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lina. Okay, your question I think is, do you want to ask about language here? Is it? Maybe
Yes.
you can ask now.
Yes, I want to ask about slang language, about what language are spoken in Brazil, and how about slang in Brazil. Does it use abbreviations or imitations from other language, or are mostly new words?
Okay, what languages are spoken in Brazil, and do you also have slang language like in USA, or in Indonesia? We also have slang language. Do you have that kind of language also?
Yes, we have slang as well. We have abbreviations. We have many expressions, like here in where I live, it's one expression. There for example, in Rio, that you call Rio, it's another expression. So Portuguese is a very hard language and very mixed language. But we have slangs, we have abbreviations, and also different accents that sometimes are very hard to understand. Yes, I think I have answered your question.
Okay, thank you, Samara. Okay, maybe later we can return to you. So now I will give chance for Samuel to do the presentation. Okay, Samuel, are you ready? Okay, I will stop there.
Happy because you.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you can start.
Lick hand. Nadia. Wavy has left them.
Okay, Samuel, do you have any problem? No? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, any problem, Samuel? Maybe I can help something.
No, I'm just waiting.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can start. Okay. Sorry.
Don't you have any things for me to interact? Or do you want me to?
Okay. It's up to you. Do you want to interact with the others? Okay, of course you can.
No. I mean, don't you have a presentation?
Oh no.
as you-
Oh no.
No?
No. Okay. No, I don't know about the culture of Brazil. So it's okay. I'm waiting for you to present something about.
No, because I have made a presentation.
Okay.
Can I share my screen?
Okay.
I
Of
can
course.
make it.
Of course.
Can I?
Of course you can. I have. Yeah. You can try.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you're still preparing some presentation. Okay. Sorry.
No, I was waiting for you. Okay, let's go. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is going to be a quick presentation about some things related to Brazil, like culture and that stuff that you are using about. Okay, so when it comes to Brazil, in Brazilian culture, I presume the first thing that comes to mind is football and soccer. It's football and Carnival. If you ask to a foreigner to describe Brazil with 2 words, probably this is what it's going to be. And football and Carnival. Do you agree with me, Samara?
Okay, Samara, are you still there?
Is she still here?
Yeah, she is still here, but I think
Maybe
she's
busy.
mute. She's mute and she's turned off her video.
Okay.
But
And
she's still
so, and
here. Yeah.
Samara, do you agree with me? Maybe she's busy.
Audio. Donna has left.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I agree. I don't like football. I don't like Carnival, but I agree.
This is very Brazilian. Football and Carnival is everywhere, widespread. And I have another thing that I think not even Samara being a Brazilian, not even she knows about. This is called Papangu. Have you ever seen this before, Samara?
What's the name?
It's called Papangu.
No, I never heard.
This is very, very traditional of the Northeast. During the Holy Week, we dress like this from the Good Friday to Sunday and some other days during April. It seems like a Brazilian Halloween. because we dress like this with these costumes, and we throw parties, and it's a lot of fun. This is it's very from the Northeast, not something widespread throughout Brazil. And we have two main wedding ceremonies. We have the civil marriage and we have a religious marriage. But if you marry in a civil marriage, you don't have to have a religious marriage. But if you marry in a religious way, you have to marry again in a civil marriage because our government is, there's no official religion. So we have to confirm your union in some governmental body. And just as with our culture, if someone from another country was going to describe Brazil, our food, probably these three ones would be the answers. And do you know any of them, Miss Papi?
No, I don't know. I don't know all of them. What is it? Is it like capra, feijoada?
These ones are the most famous Brazilian foods abroad. Moqueca, for example, it's way famous. Our pão de queijo, it's very, very famous. And especially our lovely feijoada. Do you agree, Samara?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. And which one is your favorite, Samuel?
Sorry?
Which one is your favorite?
I didn't hear. Can you repeat, please?
And which one is your favorite food?
It's feijoada, of course.
Okay. How about Samara? What is your
Mais pão de queijo. Yeah.
Pão de queijo. Okay.
No, it's joy.
Pão de queijo. Okay. It's like cheese. Pão de queijo. Is it?
Yeah, it's cheese. It's like a cheese bread.
Okay, this is what I want to tell Samara about because Portuguese. Okay, Portuguese is some Indonesian words are similar to Portuguese, yeah, because many years ago Portuguese was Indonesia was colonized by Portuguese, so we have some words that similar with Portuguese, just like this. We call it keju, cheese is keju, and you said it is keju, yeah. Is it? So it's a little bit similar. Cheese.
And sapato as well. All right, moving on. And if you want to go to Brazil, probably the places that you want to go will be the northeastern beaches. Brazil has lots and lots of beaches. Brazil has a big shoreline, but the most famous beaches are in the northeast region. For example, my state, Ceará, has lots of beaches. And my town, Beberibe, and this beach that you are seeing on the screen is at my town. This is our most famous beach in my town and one of the most famous of the whole country. I don't know if somebody knows about it. Morro Branco, do you know it?
What's the name?
Morro Branco.
No, I don't know.
Oh?
No.
Because we live in different states, yeah. How about São Paulo? What is the famous beach in São Paulo? Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes.
The way I pronounce
yes.
São Paulo.
In São Paulo, we have some famous beaches. We have Ilhabela, we have Santos, we have Praia Grande. Yes, I think these are some famous beaches in my state. I've never been to Northeast, or I have been to North, but not to your state.
Okay.
We don't have.
Is it quite far? Sorry, Samuel. Is it quite far from state
Yes,
Ceará
very
to
far.
São Paulo?
Yes.
Oh, very far.
Yes,
Okay.
very far.
Okay,
Very
so
far.
Samuel live in what I don't know how to pronounce Beberibe. Yeah, is it correct?
Yeah.
Beberibe.
Yes.
Okay, Beberibe. The name of the city is Beberibe and the state of Ceará. Okay, and
Yes.
meanwhile Samara lives in Americana, the state of São Paulo. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you can continue, Samuel.
It's like I was in Indonesia and some other were in Australia. Maybe the
Oh.
same. Way far.
Okay,
Brazil is
so
some big country. It's a
yeah, quite
big.
far.
Okay, we don't have any forest island with hobbits, but we have the Amazon rainforest with many indigenous tribes. So if you go there, probably you will like it. I presume everyone knows about the Amazon
Yeah,
forest,
Amazon.
right?
Yeah, I know. Amazon.
And if you like urban areas, you could go to Rio de Janeiro to see the statue, one of the most famous places in Brazil. It's well known even in the international rank. Have you ever seen this before?
Yeah, I have seen it in some music videos, in some movies, in television, not in real life.
Are famous. Or if you like history, you could go to the south of Brazil. The south of Brazil is very European-like. For example, we have many German-like cities in some states, like in the south. For this city called Blumenau. Bloom, it's a German word, and it's about blossoms and flowers. This is in Brazil, but it's way similar to the German cities. So if you like Germany, it's a good destination for you. And that was it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Okay. Okay, now we go to the questions and answer from the students. Okay. Okay, now we start from Rogib. Rogib, are you there? Okay, this is your favorite questions, yeah, Rogib. I think Rogib wants to know about football or something. Rogib? Okay, Rogib. Okay, Rogib, what is your questions? Okay, Rogib. Rogib.
Ali's leave. Clip. React. Show. Close.
Rogib, do you
Start my mute.
Rogib, are you ready? Or maybe I can go to Latifa first. Rogib, can you hear me? Okay, Rogib is not responding. Okay, Latifa. Latifa, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Maybe you can ask a question first because Rogib is still not responding. What is your question, Latifa? Latifatul?
Yes, Mr. Samuel, I want to ask you some question. I have heard about festival in Brazil.
One of them is the Parintins Folklore Festival. Can you explain to us what kind of festival it is and what is the reason you are celebrate that festival? Thank you.
Okay.
Can you repeat the name of the festival again, please?
What is the name of the festival, Latifa?
The Parintins Folklore Festival.
Okay.
Thanks.
The festival.
Zoom mute. Currently unmuted.
Parintins.
Okay, maybe
Samara.
Samara know
No.
about the festival.
If you know Samara, please go ahead, because unfortunately I'm not aware of this festival.
Yes, Parintins. I don't know much. I know it's a folklorical festival in Amazonas. I don't know much about it. Just know the name.
Neither do I. It's because Amazon, it's way far from my state. It's like I was in Brazil and in Amazon in Africa. It's way far. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Amazonas. Yes.
Okay, so maybe it's the culture from different state, maybe from but Samara have ever heard about this. Okay. And now, Rogib, are you still there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And if you can, maybe you can unmute yourself and ask a questions. Rogib is still not responding. Okay, we go to Ula. Ula, are you there? Ula.
Aliza. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, Ula, what is your questions, Ula?
Okay, wait. Okay, Mister, I want to ask how the history of Capoeira material art can be famous all over the world. Thank you.
About Capoeira.
Capoeira.
Do you know something about this? Samara or Samuel?
It's the history of
Capoeira.
Capoeira. Martial. I also ever heard about martial arts in Brazil, and it is called Capoeira, but I don't know about
Capoeira.
Capoeira.
Yes, yes. This was very common during the colonial era. The slaves, they were allowed to have any arms like guns, knives. So they created a kind of dance, like they were warriors, and they fight using their bodies to defend themselves when they escaped from the farms where they had to work. And someone who was able to fight using capoeira was called a capoeira. So capoeira can be either a noun or an adjective. But basically that were fought in the so-called senzalas. Senzalas were like prisons to maintain the slaves in a farm. And it was a kind of fight that used many their feet to fight. They fight using their feet, not their hands like we normally do.
Okay, is that about Capoeira? Okay, Ula, is it enough, or do you still want ask some questions? Another question?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you,
you.
sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, now Fitri Hidayati.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Fitri, what is your question, Fitri?
Aliza.
Okay, Fitri.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, my question about Brazil as the largest coffee exporter in the world. And I want to ask, is drinking coffee a part of Brazilian culture? Do you have a special tradition of serving it?
A special tradition about, could you
Drinking
repeat that,
coffee.
please? Drinking coffee?
Drinking coffee because we know that Brazil is the largest coffee exporter. So do you have a special way in serving the coffee or something?
Yeah. In fact, even during the imperial era, coffee was way important for the Brazilian economy. And even nowadays, coffee is way common. For example, normally we drink coffee at least twice a day during the morning and our breakfast. Even if you want to say breakfast in Portuguese, you say café, that's Portuguese for coffee. So breakfast is café, that means coffee. This is for you to see how important coffee is in our culture. And normally we drink coffee with milk. Some people prefer coffee without sugar, and some put both sugar and milk. And normally we drink coffee with bread.
Okay.
I hope I could answer your question, Patrick.
So, what is the perfect time to drink coffee? Is it for breakfast in the morning or evening or afternoon? Usually,
normally we drink in the morning, but some people don't have a perfect time. They feel like they drink.
Yeah, just like in Indonesia.
Even in the beach, even on the beach, they drink coffee. It's very strange.
Okay, is it hot coffee or cold?
Hot coffee.
Hot coffee. Okay.
Normally, people hate cold coffee.
Cold coffee. Okay.
But I prefer cold.
Yeah, I prefer cold coffee with milk and cream. Okay, we have the same taste. And okay, Fitri, is it enough?
I think enough.
Okay, you don't want to. Okay, Rogib. I hope Rogib is okay. Rogib is recorded now. Okay, Rogib, what is your questions? I still can't hear Rogib's voice. Do you have problem? Oh, okay. Rogib. Okay.
I want to ask, why are so many great footballers born in Brazil, such as Pelé, Ronaldo, Kaká, Neymar,
Yeah.
And also, is it true that in Brazil there is an island of snake that humans are not allowed to enter because it is inhabited by more than 4,000 venomous snakes?
Snake or snake? Snakes, yeah.
Snake.
Snake. Okay, the first question first about football player. Why do you have so many talented football players?
If you look at the American map and you look at the South American region, you're going to see that just Brazil, Uruguay, and Argentina has won World Cups, and most of them has been won for Brazil. And Brazil is a large country, so probably because of his territory, if our states were countries, probably stars, maybe because of the extension of the country and our love for football has inspired those players to become legends. And yes, there is an island in I think it's close to São Paulo, and the island in fact exists. No one is allowed to go there because probably they're going to end up dead. There are thousands of snakes there. Just some researchers go there to study the snakes.
Okay, Rohit.
Aliza cut.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, talking about football. Samuel, do you also like playing football, or you just enjoy someone playing football?
If I like to play?
Yeah. Do you play
Of
football?
course I like.
Ah,
I'm not
okay.
that good, but I like to play.
Okay, so do
I
you
like
have
to play
do you
in
have your
attack.
own team? Do you have your own team, football team?
No, I don't have. My brother has.
Oh, okay. Your brother has a football team. Okay. Why don't you join your brother? Why don't you join his team?
My brother just allows good players, and I am not.
Okay, all right. And what is your favorite team?
That's in of my own state. In my state, Ceará, there is our state team, Ceará.
Okay, maybe Rogib. Rogib, do you know something about football team in Brazil? Or do you have any favorite of Brazil football team?
I think Corinthians, Palmeiras. That's a
you know.
in Brazil, yes.
Okay. You know much about football, Rogib, yeah? And about Brazilian national team, Brazil national team of Brazil. Do you is it also your favorite, Rogib?
No, ma'am.
No.
My
Okay.
favorite
Italia.
team is the Argentina.
Oh, Argentina. Okay.
Our internal rivals,
Okay.
Argentina.
Okay.
Brazil and Argentina have been fighting through ages, centuries.
Okay. Yeah, rivalry. Oh. Because
It's like India and Pakistan.
in cricket, but India and Pakistan
Yeah.
in cricket, not in football. Okay, but Brazil and Argentina always in competition in football. Are always in competition. Okay, thank you, Rogib.
We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Wait. Dita,
Yes,
are you there? Okay, Dita, what is your question for Samuel or Samara?
Okay, I want to ask, what is the most famous carnival in Brazil? Thank you.
Okay, the most famous carnival. It's up to you whether Samuel or Samara will answer. Maybe you do you often go to some carnivals in Brazil, and what is the most popular one?
Do you want to ask Samara?
Up to you. You can answer or maybe.
It's up to you. Actually, I've never been to a big carnival, but I think Salvador and Rio are the most famous. But I have never been to.
And according to the Guinness World, that book for world records, the Carnival in Rio is the largest in the world.
Okay, Dita, is it answer your questions? Or do you still have another question, Dita?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Dita. Okay, next, Erlina. Okay, Erlina, are you here, Erlina? Please unmute yourself if you hear me. Erlina is not responding. Okay, maybe we go to Ziana. Ziana. Ziana is also not responding. Okay, Nanda.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Nanda. Okay, what is your question, Nanda?
Okay, wait.
Oops. Okay, Nanda, your
I wanna
question.
ask, what are interesting facts about Brazil?
Okay, Nanda wants to know about some interesting facts about Brazil. Okay, maybe you know one or two, Samuel or Samara.
Do you want to ask Samara?
I don't know. I think you know more than me about it.
Okay, internet.
So Brazil is the 5th largest country in the world, and it is the longest in extension. For example, it's closer to Canada from Brazil to Canada than from the south of Brazil to the north of Brazil. It's always incredible, but that's truth. And it's closer to Africa. If you are in the northeast, it's closer to Africa than to the northwest of Brazil. This is how big this country is.
Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, so how many states are there in Brazil? Actually, how many states?
How much?
How many states? Okay. Besides Ceará and
26.
São Paulo, six states. Okay.
Yeah, 26 states.
6 states.
And federal district, our capital.
Okay.
Called Brasilia.
And the capital, your capital city is in Brasilia, yeah.
Yes.
That
means Little Brazil.
Little
I think it's a Tupian language.
Okay, at first I thought the capital city of Brazil is Rio de Janeiro, because we often it's more popular for us to hear about Rio, but we have a little about Brasilia.
But you are right somehow, Pepe, because it used to be in the past around the forest. But one president decided to move the capital to Brasilia because it's more strategical, because Brasilia is in the middle of the country. Rio was very vulnerable. It was in the shoreline, you know?
Okay. So Rio also used to be the capital city of Brazil. Okay. Yeah, I see. So I'm not completely wrong, yeah. Okay. Because I thought the capital is in Rio, but then I heard that the capital is Brasilia. Okay. And now Nanda. Okay, Nanda. Nazia Miladia.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Nazia, what is your question, Nazia?
Okay, my question. What does Brazilian family culture look like each year?
Okay, do you have celebration family any events that celebrated with your family every year, each year?
Can you repeat that, please?
Okay, I think about some events that you are often celebrated with your family. Some events.
Sorry, I can't stand. Maybe you're breaking up.
Okay, sorry. It's about events I think about annual events that you usually celebrate with your family in Brazil. Okay. Okay.
Like Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas of course. Okay. Another all events.
Yes, we have the so-called Holy Week. It's a kind of Catholic holiday, 3 days holiday. It starts in a Good Friday, and then we have Saturday, and we have Easter Sunday. And it's the same time where the Papangus take place. Do you remember the Papangu?
Yeah, Papangu. Just like
it's the same time. But the Papangu is just in my region. But the Holy Week is widespread because Brazil is in his majority Christian and Catholic ones. So that event, it's as famous as Christmas. Maybe not so famous as Christmas, but it's close to it.
New Year.
Yeah, New Year.
Samara at
New Year.
New Year. Okay. So how about you, Samara? Only New Year that celebrated that you always celebrate with your family? New Year and
Yes.
Christmas?
Yes. I think Christmas and New Year are the most celebrated.
How about Easter? Do you also celebrate Easter, right?
Easter is the same
Easter.
time.
Yeah, Easter as well. Yeah, Easter.
Easter also. Okay, Nazia, do you still have another question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now, Levy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Levy, what is your question, Levy?
My question with him.
Oh, Levy is okay.
I'm gonna answer. What I wanna ask, what tourist spots are often visited by tourists in Brazil? That's all.
Okay, tourism spots that are visited, that are often visited by tourists.
You wanna ask Samara?
The places visited by tourists. I think Rio is one of the most visited. I have never been as well, but it's one of the most visited. Northeast beaches as well. Like some monuments like the Christ in Rio. Yeah, I think that's it. You may know more about me, more than me about it. I don't know much about touristic places in Brazil. Just this, I think.
How about you, Samara? What do you think about the tourist spots? Tourism.
I would say the northeastern beaches are the main destination because when I Google the most visited places in Brazil, the results are the northeastern beaches. And as I said, my town, it's the touristic town. I don't know if you watched, but during the last season of Game of Thrones, there were 4 Iron Thrones around the world, just 4. And one of those thrones were in my town, Beberibe. If you look on Google, you are going to see one of them in my town in the middle of some cliffs. So I presume, based on that, the northeastern beaches or good destination for the tourists.
Okay, Levi, have you watched Games of Thrones, Levi? Have you ever? Okay, have you watched Games of Thrones? Maybe you know that some of spots, some of spots, it was taken in Brazil, in Samuel City, Beberibe. Okay. Maybe you have ever. Okay, you have watched.
Yes.
Do you know? Okay, I think Levi.
I know.
Okay. Okay, do you still have another question, Levi?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, maybe it's time to Rida. Is Rida here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Rida. Rida. What is your question, Rida?
Okay, I want to ask, what is the unique cultural heritage of Brazil? Thank you.
Unique cultural heritage.
You wanna answer, Samara?
I don't know if you can answer it. Actually, I didn't understand. I didn't hear the question.
Cultural heritage. Cultural heritage.
I don't know.
Okay. How about you, Samuel? What is the? Do you have a unique cultural heritage in Brazil?
Just to make sure, you say head of state?
Heritage.
Heritage. I think maybe in the south, as I said, they were colonized by Germany. So there are many traditions that they teach to their children. But as for my region, the Northeast, this is not something normal. Maybe in the South, but not in the Northeast. In the South, I know they have some traditions like the Oktoberfest, and they have a special drink called chimarrão that they have to drink on a special glass. It's like a tea that's teach from father to son and so on and on. I think that fits to the question. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Rida, do you still have another questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rida. Now, Didi. I don't know whether Didi is here. Okay, Didi. I think Didi is here. Didi. Didi, can you hear me? Okay, Didi is not responding. Okay, maybe I have to go to another. Okay, Didi is here. Okay, Didi, what is the question? Where are you, Didi? Okay, what is your question, Didi?
Yeah, I want to ask, what behavior are used to present?
Didi, can you louder? Can you speak louder, please? I can't hear you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it's clear now.
I want to ask, what behaviors are unique to Brazilians? Unique behaviors,
ya, Didi ya.
Unique.
Unique behavior. Okay, Samuel or Samara, maybe you have some unique habit, I think, unique habit of Brazilian or unique behaviors, I think.
Maybe bad habits, but not something. I feel the way, but go ahead.
Yes,
please.
can be.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any unique attitude or habits or behaviors or something like that? that
I think Brazilians are very receptive as well. Yeah.
Okay. How about when maybe you meet foreigners or tourists? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you behave like Indonesians here? We are very excited when we meet foreigners or tourists, and we try to say hi or what's your name, sir, and something like that. That's our
Yeah,
unique
we
behavior.
always try to speak the foreigners' language, even when we don't know, we always try to speak.
Okay, so the foreigners thinks that we are friendly, but actually we are just curious or what is it? I don't know. I don't know. Curious or just want to, yeah, because we are very excited, very excited to meet foreigners or tourists. So we try to say hi or something, hello sir, and or what's your name, and so on. Okay. Even though when we are even though when the people only have little ability of English, they can speak English a little, but they are trying. We are trying to approach the foreigner. We are very excited. Okay, to see the tourists. Okay, maybe if you come here, Samara and Samuel. Okay, we will welcome. We will welcome. We will welcome you very much. Okay. Okay. Okay, do you still have another question, Didi?
Enough, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, Didi.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Another question, please. Maybe another students want to ask another questions. Maybe one more questions, yeah. One more questions. Okay, maybe Aji. Aji, are you here, Aji? Aji. Okay, Aji is not here. Erlina is not responding. No. Okay, Erlina, Aji, or someone or another students, maybe you can ask one more question. One more question, please.
Mas Lihan, Ma'am, Mas Lihan.
Okay, Mas Lihan. Mas Lihan.
Wait, Ma'am.
Okay. What is your question, Mas Lihan?
Likhan Whitey has Nadia. Two people.
Okay, I want to ask Mr. Samuel. What the most important culture in Brazilian?
Okay, what is the most important? What is the most important culture for you, or the cultural value?
The most important culture, right?
Yeah.
I would say it's to respect our parents. This is something that we all expected to. When someone that respect their parents, this is like horrible, outrageous. So it doesn't matter if your parents are good or not, you have to obey them. And this is one of the commandments of the Bible. God said to us to respect our parents. So this is way important for Brazilians. I don't know if Samara agrees, but in my point of view, that's it.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so family is important for you, yeah, for you, the Brazilian, Samara and Samara. Okay, just like we here also we respect, we put our family and sorry, especially our parents in the top priority of our life. Just like that. Okay, Alikan, do you still have another questions, or is it enough?
It's enough, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Mas Likan. Okay, another questions maybe from the other students. Okay, I'm trying to call Erlina once again. Erlina. Still not responding.
Hey, Miss Peppy.
Yeah.
You remember when we discussed about eating during the class? If
Yeah.
it was allowed
Oh,
or
yeah,
not?
yeah.
I'm eating.
Yeah.
This is danger. As I said, it was cold.
In the classroom, sometimes in the classroom, even though I ask the students not to eat, they still eat in the back row. I think just like Didi Levy. Didi Levy is they often eat in the classroom. Okay, but if drink, I allow them to drink water. I allow, because I myself, when I teach, I have to sometimes I have to drink also. So I allow them to drink, but not eating actually. But
Well,
in
this
the
is not food. This
but in the
is a medicine.
yeah.
It's a medicine.
Okay. It's different. It's different if we do the online class. I can control the students so they can do whatever they can, Okay. It's okay. And okay, maybe Samuel, maybe you can add some more information about. Okay, I asked Samara to talk about education, but maybe you can tell us also about education in your opinion, in your point of view about education in Brazil.
Education. So it's very similar to the Indonesian system and the North American. Normally we go to school at age of 2 or 3. I would say the kindergarten, and then we spent maybe 2 years because we have an award for that. The maternal, it's related to the age that we have to stay aside our moms. So we have the kindergarten, and then we have the elementary school from the 1st grade to the 9th, and then that's 9 years. And then we have the high school, more 3 years, and then you can go to college, and the extension of the course will depend on what area you will study. For example, university course takes at least 30 years, and to take a master degree maybe 4, and so on. But it's very similar to your system, but everything is controlled by the government. There's no religious institution behind anything, because as I mentioned earlier, Brazil has no official religion, so nothing is controlled by any religion institution.
Yeah, just some universities.
Sorry.
Yeah, when it is about the private institutions, we have
some private institutions. Yes,
but
just private, not public.
Because I was saying about the country as a whole, so we don't have religious institutions everywhere, right?
Okay, I see. So what is the majority religion? The majority religion of Brazil? Is it Christian?
Okay. Both Catholics and Protestants.
Okay.
It's almost the same thing, right?
How about the other religion like Buddhism, Hinduism, or maybe you meet some Muslims there?
Yeah, there are some minor religions. The main is Christianism, but there are also Buddhism, Muslims, the Jew, the Hindu. There's some Afro religions like Banda, and especially in South, I think the Southwest, in Rio, they have some pagan entities like Yamancha. It's like a god of the oceans. I don't know that very well, but Brazil is very diverse when it comes to religions. Even though Christianism is the most famous, so there are lots around the country. So no one is going to make any kind of prejudice on you if you offer a different religion, because there are lots. No, we are okay.
Okay, so you are welcome to every religion and every race. Yeah, every race is okay. Samara, do you want to add something?
Yes.
Yeah, Samara?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe, yeah, okay. What do you want to say? Okay, maybe about religion. I don't know about, I think, okay, I have been friends with Samuel for almost a year, yeah, Samuel, yeah. Okay, and and Samuel also have a friend from Indonesia, and I don't know, maybe she is a Muslim also. So I think Samuel have a lot of Muslim friends. Okay, and okay, what do you think? What do you think? What's in your opinion about your Muslim friends? Okay, do we tolerate enough for you or something? Okay, what do you think, Samuel? Okay.
If we tolerate, oh, of course. I even know about some of your special months like Ramadan. I presume you are still on a Ramadan, right?
Yes, yeah.
You still have to fast.
Ramadan. We have around 8 days, yeah, I think 8 days left for Ramadan. Okay.
I even forgot to salute you with the famous Salam Alaikum. I like to say that. I forgot.
Okay.
But I think religion isn't a problem, any kind of religion, because really, my Muslim friends are awesome people, so that's not a problem. And Muslim, the Islamic religion and Christianism somehow are very similar. I know Jesus is present in Islamic religion. It's not the son of God, but it's one of his prophets, right?
Yeah. Yes, it's a prophet for us. Okay. How about you, Samara? Do you also have some friends, Muslim friends maybe, or some friends from different religion from you?
I have Muslim friends, but only online. But but I have a friend who is Buddhist.
Okay.
Yes, I went to some meetings with him. It's very interesting too. And yeah, we welcome all religions. We also have like here in the capital, the city of São Paulo, we have a very famous Buddhist temple. I've never been, but it's very famous. It's not like China, not like India, but very famous.
Very famous. Okay. Okay. So we have talked. I have talked to some about some similar words between Indonesia in bahasa Indonesia and in Portuguese. That's what. So Samara, maybe you know what do you call shoes in your language in Portuguese?
What I call what?
What do you call shoes in your language?
No, I don't know.
In Portuguese. Okay, what do you call shoes in Portuguese? Usually.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. It's already 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. Okay. We already have around an hour and a half. And the students, guys, if you still want to have questions, maybe you can ask any question. One more, maybe one more questions, or is it enough?
Post.
Hello, Erlina. I'm still trying to call Erlina, but she is not responding.
Arlina has.
Erlina.
I want to ask Mom Zian.
Okay, Ziana. Ziana is just joining, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Ziana just woke up. Okay, what is your question, Ziana?
Okay, Mister, I want to ask what is typical Brazilian food?
Okay. Ziana just joined, so she didn't know what to explain about the food, Samuel. So maybe you can repeat.
Chat window.
Of course.
Can
I share my screen again?
Yeah. Okay, of course.
You can see your messages. Samuel Rodrigues has started screen. Leave. Alt. Meeting. View but mute. Alt. Stop. Close. More. Closed. Shares. Record. React. Close. Leave. Meeting. View. Mute. Audio. Start. Close. More option. Close chat panel. Share screen. Record. Reaction. Leave. Or close.
Can you see the slide with the food?
View button. Mute. Audio set. Mute.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Diana, can you see?
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay, this is the typical food of Brazilian, Diana. Okay, what are they, Samuel? Maybe you can explain it again to Diana, because she just joined. She just woke up, I think.
Someone asked me about capoeira, and capoeira and feijoada share the same history. They were created during the colonial era by the slaves in Brazilian farms, probably coffee farms. Feijoada were like the rest of the food that the farm owners gave to the slaves. So they took black bean and the rest of their meat and created this food it's famous even nowadays. It's way famous. I love it. The other one is moqueca or moqueca. Trying to pronounce in English. Some foreigners call it moqueca. We can call moqueca, it's the same. It's a food that we use ray to create it. It's a kind of a stew made by ray, cooked ray. And then last but not least, we have how do we call it? Cheese? Happy?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. But maybe I will try. Feijoada. Is it correct? Feijoada. So feijoada is red bean. Made of
black
beans. Sorry, black bean.
Black beans.
Okay. I thought it is something like chocolate. It seems like chocolate. So
No, because it's black, but no, there's nothing to do with the chocolate.
Okay, so it's bean, black bean. Okay.
Yeah, black beans and sausage.
Okay, so not only Brazilian, I think Mexican also passionate with beans. Yeah, I think they love to eat beans. Okay, people in Latin America, maybe I think this is the most favorite thing. Beans and rice. Beans and rice. Beans and rice. Okay, we eat rice 3 times a day. How about Brazilian? We eat rice 3 times a day. We eat rice for breakfast, for lunch, and also for dinner. That's why we're getting bigger. We're getting bigger and bigger. How about in Brazil? Do you eat rice every day or?
Not breakfast. It's just coffee with bread or crackers, but rice in a breakfast. It's just strange. No.
Okay.
No way.
Too heavy, maybe. Too heavy for your stomach to eat rice for breakfast. But we have it for breakfast. And then, sorry, I got difficulties in pronouncing this. Moqueca de arraya. Moqueca de arraya. Is it correct? What is the main ingredients here? The moqueca. For moqueca.
It's a stew, so we use the ray. Ray.
Okay.
That flat fish.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just like a soup, a bowl of soup.
Yeah.
Like soup. Oh, okay, right.
And in this picture, we can see some shrimp on it.
I see shrimp.
Don't see people cooking with shrimp on a moqueca, but maybe this is a different receipt. I don't know.
Okay. So Elena still wants to ask a question, but she is not able to speak. She is not able to speak. There's some trouble with her connection. Maybe Elena, if you hear me, if you can hear me, please write your questions in the chat box. If you are able to connect now, you can say your question. You can state your questions. Okay. Elena. Yeah.
Do you want me to stop sharing my screen?
Yeah. Okay. Erlina.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, finally, Erlina. What is your question?
Okay, my question is it true that Brazil has a unique way to change prisoner in prison for the better? Prisoners are required to be diligent in reading if their prison term is to be reduced. One book that is read can reduce 4 days of detention.
Okay. You know something about the prisoner's life, Samuel or Samara?
Do you want to answer, Samara?
Yes, I see. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, here we don't have like that kind of prison forever. I don't know I don't remember how to say it. But justice here is a joke, like some people that deserve to be for a long time on jail, they leave too fast because they can't pay to leave to leave jail. Yes. About the time depends on the crime and on also the person. Yes, I don't know. Do you want to talk more, Samuel? This
sorry?
is what I know. This is what I know.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to say more, or this is what I know?
I think that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have like a death sentence like in USA or a
Yes.
perpetual sentence, the maximum sentence that one can get is 3 years, and that's it. They can spend more than 3 years behind the bars, despite everything they make. For example, murder or rapist. The maximum sentence is 3 years.
Okay, talking about prisoner and crime. Okay, I have
Not 3 years, 30 years, sorry. 30.
Yeah, I was thinking
30
about it. It's 30 and not 3.
30 years. Okay. Okay, talking about prisoners. Okay. I have ever heard that the crime rate in Brazil is relatively high, I think, yeah. Okay, is it true? Okay. I just have ever heard about that. Okay, I don't know. The crime rate, the criminal. So is it true, Samuel or Samara, that Brazilian criminal crime rate is relatively high?
You want to go first, Amanda?
I didn't understand the question.
It's about the rates of the criminality in Brazil. It's way high.
Yeah, it's high. Yeah, it's high. Yeah, especially in big cities. Not like my city has some crimes, but but like the capitals like São Paulo, Rio, they have very high criminality.
Oh, high criminality. Okay. So is it safe for a girl or a lady? Is it safe to walk alone in the street? Maybe is it quite safe, or is it quite dangerous for a girl or a lady to walk alone in the road in the city, in the Brazil?
I think some other.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Okay, sorry. Is it safe for you, Samara, if you walk alone in the road? Is it quite safe for you, or is it dangerous? Quite dangerous.
If I was,
if you were walking alone, if you are walking alone in the street.
If it's dangerous.
Is it dangerous? Okay.
No, not
Oh, no.
everywhere. Depends on
the places.
The region. Not everywhere. Like we have here some communities, like not all communities, of course, but we have some communities that have too many dangerous people. But some places like where we have many houses of rich people, it's also dangerous.
Okay, Samuel, do you want to add something about criminal rate?
Yeah. Regarding the safety of women in the street, there are some laws for women in Brazil. Like the Maria da Penha, it's like a special law if a man hits his wife, and this is certain that he will go to the bar, behind the bars, because this is one of the few laws that works in Brazil. So not every man would dare to hate their wives or their girlfriends. Right, Samara?
What? If I agree? You are asking if I agree? Yes, I agree.
Who can see? To everyone drop down.
Okay.
Then chat list.
Okay. Is it answer the questions, Abdullah? Okay. Another questions maybe from the other students.
Can I?
Okay, Farah. Okay. FK.
Talking about the prisoner or crime, I searched on the Google will say that Brazil has a unique way of changing prisoners in prison for the better. Like prisoners are required to be diligent in reading if their prison term is to be reduced, and one book that is read can reduct for 4 days in prison. Is it true?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. It's unique,
Ah.
unique way of changing prisoners because you say that prison in Brazil is big. The crime of the Brazil is big. So the way to changing prisoners in prison for the better is reading, right?
Yeah, but don't get it wrong, because not every state does that works. Not every prison, a prisoner will read a book and reduce 4 days from their sentence. Just a few ones takes that, no? And not only reading, but also working. Some prisoners, they work in factories, in the prisons, and they reduce in 3 days worked, they reduce 1 day. It's almost the same.
Oh, so the time of the prisoners in the prisons can be reduced when they work hard and or when they read some books. Okay. But I don't want to be a prisoner. Okay.
This is one of the fun fact of Brazil.
So this is one of interesting fact about Brazil, about the prisoner. Okay. Another questions? Is it enough, or is it enough for you guys before? Because it is already almost 9 a.m. here, and it is almost 11 p.m. in Brazil. Okay, it's quite late. I think it is the time
you
for.
said that I.
Yeah. Yeah, Samara. Yeah, Samara. Do you want to say something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, you said that I can talk now.
Okay. If you want to add some more things, maybe you can say. Maybe you can say it. Samara?
I don't know, only if you want.
Maybe you can turn on your camera, Samara.
Yes.
File drop down button. Emoji button. More chat.
I will try.
Input chat. U button. Meeting information. Mute. Audio. Start my video. Alt plus V button.
I like her computer.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah, it helps her a lot. It helps her a lot because Samara is visually impaired, I think. So it helps her. It helps her computer. Okay, Samara. Okay.
Yes.
1
minute. Pode fechar. Pode fechar, eu já vou. Tá. Yeah. My mom was talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say hello to your mom.
Yeah. Yeah, you said that I could talk about. Sorry. You said that I can talk about my experience as a teacher.
Yeah, experience as a teacher and also as a language learners, because you are learning so many languages. Yeah, you're learning French, Chinese also, just like Samuel, also a language learner. He is also learning English and Germany, and also Samara is also learning Chinese and French and also Spanish. Okay, Samara, do you want to say something?
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I want to listen about her experience in learning language.
Yes. I have started learning when I was, I think, 11 years old. Now I'm 23. I've started learning English at school, but like middle schools, most of them don't have a good methodology of teaching languages because they don't valorize language. So I have started learning at school. Then I also learn languages, watching movies, listening to music. This is how I learn languages. I've never been to a language school. And yeah, I have learned Spanish online as well. Also talking to foreigners. I use, yeah, you heard my computer talking.
Yeah.
I use my computer. Yes, my computer is British. I using not my computer. My computer is not British. The screen reader is British. This is the advantage of being blind because I can use a screen reader and practice more listening. Yeah, my experience as a teacher. I have finished college 2 years ago. I studied IELTS at UNIMEP here. It's close to my city. I think 15 minutes from my city, the university. I have worked as a teacher for 5 years. I don't have much experience, just 5 years. And I'm also teaching Portuguese as a second language, second or third or fourth as a foreign language. When I was studying, I worked as an intern with students. They were from 3 to 10 years old. And I was an assistant. I helped an autistic student. He was 9 years old. Now I'm teaching online and privately. I have a page on Facebook where I teach for free as well, because many people cannot pay, so I teach for free as a volunteer. And I'm learning. I have started learning Chinese. I think 5 months ago. I know just some basic words. I don't speak German. I can just read, like I can subscribe to a website, for example, but nothing more. I think the reading in German, it's very close to English. So I think it's not hard. If you speak English, you can learn German. I will learn one day. Yes, I think that's it.
Okay, I don't know what to say about Samara. Yeah, Samara is. I think Samara is awesome. You're amazing. Also. Okay, so despite of I don't know your condition, but you are struggling. You are. I really appreciate your efforts in learning many languages. Okay, thank you, Samara, for being here. Thank you for joining us here and sharing your experience with us. Sharing your what you know about education in Brazil. Thank you very much, and also thank you for Samuel for giving us any information about Brazilian culture. And do you still have another another things to say, Samuel or Samara?
I'd like to say a few words before the finish. First of all, I'd like to say to Samara that I am impressed with her. I didn't know she had some disability with her eyes, but even though she knows English, she teaches, and she has learned even Chinese, a way hard language.
Chinese alphabet is
gobsmacked.
impossible.
And now I believe in that, really.
I'll never learn their alphabet.
Yeah, because Chinese have different alphabets.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Yeah. That's why Samara impressed me very much because of because of her struggling, her efforts in learning so many languages. Okay, maybe it can motivate the students also here to learn more and to motivated to participate more in the studying. So to put more effort in their studying also. Okay, because Samara has proved us that they can learn so many. She can learn so many languages, some languages also. Okay.
Yes.
In fact, I have never been so motivated as now, really.
She is a teacher. She is also an assistant for autism students also. I don't know how to handle autism children, but she can handle them very well. Okay, she has autistic or autism students as well. Okay, is it enough, guys? Do you still have another questions? Okay, Farah Habibah, are you crying? FK is crying.
No, I'm not crying. But I'm
okay.
No, I'm not crying. I'm just sleepy.
I know you are.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I think
I still smile.
Okay, it's already it's almost too late. In Brazil, it's already 11 p.m. So it's time for Samara and Samuel to have some rest. So maybe we end the meeting here. But before that, turn on your video, guys. Okay, so we can take picture together with Samara and Samuel. Okay. Latifah, Ula, Wafa, Dina, okay, turn on your video. Levi, can you help me to take the screenshot? Levi, turn on your camera.
I can, ma'am. I can.
Okay, yeah, you can because you're in school. You're at school. You're
because
at work.
phone. Yes.
Okay, Rogib, Intan, Erlina, Wafa, Latifah, Lina, please turn on your camera, guys.
Wait, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Wait. Okay, I'm waiting. Turn on your camera. Maybe FK, maybe you can help me also to take screenshot. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Alisa, your screen is black. Yeah, Alisa, where are you, Alisa? Sorry.
Close chat. Share screen. Record. React. Leave. Chat. Who can see your message? To everyone. Send chat to. Edit set list. Send chat to. Edit send chat to. List.
One more.
Everyone. Checked. Send chat to.
1,
Edit
2, 3.
send.
One more. Sorry.
Have I?
One more.
Wait. space. U.
Okay, I think it's enough. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Samuel and Samara, for your time.
Welcome. I'm writing
Thank you,
here. I'm writing
Miss.
the name of my page here.
Okay.
If you want to learn Portuguese for free.
Yeah. Okay, you can write it in the chat box so we can visit your page.
So guys, that was a pleasure to meet all of you. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, thank you once again for your time, Samara. Samara, if you write something, but I still can see anything here.
Let's see.
Maybe you haven't pressed the enter button. Maybe.
I know what happened. Yeah, I know.
I
know what happened. I am disaster with this.
If you want to learn English
or maybe you can.
I think I have sent just you one person.
Oh, okay. Maybe, all right. Maybe you can. Okay, or maybe you can send me private message.
The page is named. The page is named Fluent Now.
Fluent now. Yeah. Fluent now. I think
I don't know how to send to everyone.
Yeah, it's okay. Fluent now. Okay, I help you to learn now. It is the sorry to Erlina. Sorry. Yeah, to everyone. Yeah, everyone in meeting. Okay.
I'm happy because you.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's correct.
Yes, okay, correct. Okay, thank you once again. Okay, and anyone, you can unmute yourself and say something to Samara and Samuel. Maybe say goodbye or something. You can say thank you also.
Thank you, Miss Samara.
Welcome.
Thank you for
you
today.
so much.
So fruitful.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel.
Thank you. We enjoyed the nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
It was my pleasure.
Thanks for inviting.
Thank you, Samara. Thank you, Samuel. Maybe
Thank you.
Maybe you can leave from this meeting and you can have rest. Okay. Have a nice. What is it? Have a nice day for the other students and good night for Samuel and Samara. Have a nice day for the students. Good night for Samuel and Samara. Okay. The time differences is very interesting.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
End meeting or leave me. Give feedback. Check. Leave.